Today I'm going to remake a easy ciabatta sourdough. I have a few comments in the recipe that I did a few months ago, and basically people were not find it easy to do, so probably I didn't explain the process very well. That's why today I decided to remake it and go a little bit more deep on the recipe. So hopefully there will be more understanding on this technique that is a very simple technique, so it's called no knead. So in this recipe we are going to add 230 grams of water, 7 grams salt, 30 grams extra virgin olive oil, 100 grams sourdough starter that has been fed 3 times and is in good shape today. After that, we mix. At this point, we add the flour, bread flour. I'm using nothing specific brand. It's a local Thai flour that I like to use since I know the percentage of protein that there is in this flour. I've been talking with the supplier, so luckily I could understand that this flour has around 11 to 12% of protein. So yeah, it's in Thai, so for me that I'm foreign here in this country, it's difficult to understand all the characteristics of the flour, but for this case I've been talking with the producer, so I've been lucky and I know what is inside. 300 grams of bread flour. Okay. So at this point we just need to stir the flour in the liquids. Just pay attention that you won't get any dry flour or too wet part in the dough. And then we are going to use the no knead method. No knead bread is a method of bread baking that uses the advantage of long fermentation time instead of kneading to form the gluten strands that give the bread its texture. In the flour there are 2 proteins, gliadin and glutenin, which during the mixing of the flour with the water form a network that takes the name of gluten, or also gluten mesh. Without making your hand dirty, just make sure that all the liquid are absorbed by the flour in this way. After that, we place it back on the container. Cover with film and let it rest for 1-2 hours. In my case today I will let it rest for 2 hours. So after 2 hours we are ready to fold the dough. Wet the working table with a little bit of water and then pour the dough on it. Now we start to do some stretch and fold on this way. This operation will help you to develop the gluten and to have a nicer structure. Now oil a container, a plastic container, a little bit of oil. And we place the dough on it. cover and let it rest for 30 minutes. After 30 minutes, we do another series of fold, wet always a little bit your end, and pull the edge in the middle and rotate the dough for all the 4 sides. Let it rest cover for 30 more minutes and repeat this application for a total of 3 times, 1 hour and a half. And here we are after 1 hour and a half. So my dough still need to be proving. Now we're going to put some flour in a parchment paper, like so. And we are going to flip the dough on the paper. So since it's looking a little bit flat, I'm going to fold it in this way. I'm going to try to give a shape of a rectangle. And this time I'm going to cut it in 3 pieces. 3 small ciabatta. 1, 2, and 3. Now with the help of the paper I'm going to fold it, so this will help to keep the structure in this way. Transfer on a tray. Cover with a towel and let it prove for 1 hour. So here we are after 1 hour. Our ciabatta has been proving and I think it's ready to bake. As you can see, it has a nice bubble on it, even if it's a direct dough done in 6 to 8 hours. So let's take it out from the tray. Let's dust it with some extra flour. If you want, you can use also semolina flour if you want to have a bit of more crunchiness. And let's flip it upside down. In this case I'm using a paddle. I already set the oven at 230 degrees Celsius. And now I'm going to bake it. And this is the result. After cooking for 10 minutes at 210, I decreased the oven at 200 degrees for around 15 minutes. And now it's time to cool it down. 1 hour has been passed now and the bread is cold, warm actually. Time for the cut. Let's see how it's going to look inside. Not bad, no? Still nice texture, crispy outside and with a nice crumb inside. Ciabatta is always fun to make. So I hope you enjoyed today's video and that I clarify a little bit more how to make this simple bread. And this is going to be all for today's video. I hope you enjoy. If so, don't forget to click like, consider subscribing, and I'll catch you guys in the next episode.